Welcome back, ladies and gents. This is Star Moon Child. Yo, yo. Uh, I'm already gonna tell you right now. This is gonna be a love reading because they already told me, and it's so funny because people that celebrate Valentine's Day and stuff like that, those holidays, I don't celebrate these type of things. I don't yield to them. I don't give in. I don't get pressured. I don't play. I'm one of them people I don't play with. When it comes to my ancestors and, my journey and my belief, I don't play with that. I don't teeter totter the fence. I don't play. So, plus, they didn't show me too much for me to play. At this point, it almost just be like I'm intentionally destroying and sabotaging myself if if I play with that and I already know. So, it is going to be definitely a love reading. Um, and it may be triggering for some. So I might want to warn you right now, in case you're a little too sensitive and you can't handle the truth right now. Because in my last reading, not in my last reading, there was a message that I received for the Divine Femme. There were three cards shown: Eight of Wands, the Third Eye, and what was the other card? Damn. It was the Eight of Wands, the Third Eye Chakra card, Strength, and it was the High Priestess, I believe. And I don't know if it was the High Priestess or the Empress. Either way it go, it was Divine Femme energy. Okay. And actually it wasn't a archetype of a female at all. I just knew the energy. It was the Third Eye card, the Eight of Wands, and the Strength card. And the cards that I was shown, that message they were sending were basically saying to you, see everything for what it is. Okay. That's the Third Eye card, chakra card. Have the strength to take it, and with the Eight of Wands, there's going to be some type of positive movement forward for you if you do that. That is your test and challenge. Okay, so that's why I said right now with this reading, if you're feeling a little sensitive and you don't think you might not be able to handle what may be able to come out, just don't click in. But I did want to give you that message that with that Eight of Wands, that Third Eye chakra, and that strength, letting you know, because this is what I'm supposed to do, that you do still need to see everything for what it is. Do not act like you don't see it for what it is, because that is not going to help you move forward. See it for what it is, have the strength, and make your decisions. Okay, so I can already tell by the energy that is some sleaziness going on. There's some folks out there, it could be both, some divine femmes and masks, throughout this connection. There's been a lot of hurt and pain. Obviously, this is the group that I'm dealing with that's been through a lot of hurt and pain in this. And some of you divine femmes may be feeling like right now he did his dirt, so I'm just about to do me. But I got a message for you with that, okay? It's not always about two can play this game. He did his, so I'm gonna do mine. That's not how you are gonna win divinely. You're divine. Why would you stoop? Why would you stoop to a low level? Why would you stoop to the level of somebody else? You sit back, do what you need to do to heal, and you allow the divine to send you something else divine. You don't go grabbing the first possum you see or the first skunk. I don't mean to say it like that, but I mean, in the divine eyes, it's offensive. It's like, okay, regardless of what happens with this person or not, your twin flame or not, why would you go searching for something outside of what the divine is going to offer? You're just going to put yourself right back in the same situations, karmic energy, and you're going to start a cycle right over again. So you sat there and did all this work and worked on yourself just to put yourself right back there. I don't understand it. So I'm hearing for a lot of you, femmes and mans, you got people around you that, like, they want a relationship with you. Some of you, they acting like they business partners. Some of you, it could be somebody that, like, let's see, someone that came to assist you. Like, let's say you do yoga or something, and the person you do yoga with is flirting with you, but you already letting them know up front, like, I'm not here for that. I appreciate it, and I'm flattered, but I'm just here to get my yoga on. But that person is being persistent. They won't stop. They won't stop. They won't stop. The divine is telling you that that's third party interference. I don't know what or how it has to happen, but you might want to cut that relationship. Some of them might even be people you know for a long, long time. And you decided that you wanted to do yoga. And you like, okay, I known this person for this long. They do yoga now. Let me hit them up and do yoga with them. If they're not respecting your boundaries and you letting them know, like, hey, I didn't already told you that I'm not here for that. I'm just here to do the yoga. The divine is basically letting you know that you might have to cut them on off if they don't respect your boundaries. I'm trying to fix this, y'all. I'm sorry. It's acting weird, and I want y'all to be able to see everything. Why is it doing this? Give me a second. Let's see. Yeah, the divine is like, you might have to cut them off. I know for some of you, you really just want to do yoga, whatever the case may be, and the person, you hoping that the person hear you out because you don't want to have to cut them off. You just hoping that like they could just be a friend to you. But uh, some people are very persistent and they will not stop. Some people take you saying no as some type of challenge or something. You know, some people just don't respect when you being genuine and you saying like, no, that's not what I'm here for. I don't know. I don't know if it's something for the ego. I don't know what it is. If somebody tell me no, that's not what I'm here for, I'm done. That's it. So, and then with a lot of the divine mass, wherever it is, it's a female around. They've been knowing, and she's let me put this message out here real clear. For the divine mass, for some of them, this was somebody that they was on the side kicking it with, okay, and lying to you about it. They could have met them as like a business relationship, whatever the case may be. They could have disguised themselves as like they coming in and do business, but they really had ulterior motives. When third party interference comes in, it comes in just designed perfectly for what the person has going on, so the person can feel like, so the person can feel like this is divine. It's a trick. You know what I mean? It's the devil always disguises things, and I don't like to use the devil, but I'm gonna use the opposite. The polarity. I'm gonna use the opposite. What the divine has offered you, and then what the opposite is gonna try to come in, and the opposite is gonna try to come in, have you doubting the actual divine connection. Okay, that's the purpose. All right. The opposite might even, to someone that is not fully spiritually aware, the opposite may seem like they're even quote unquote better than your actual divine counterpart. That's the way it's designed to be, so that it could throw you off, so they could keep you in a confused state. So for a lot of the DMs, they have like I said, this person has been around. They may be dealing with them in business. It could be straight business, or it could be like anything, like working on a house together. Um, I'm trying to think of scenarios. Working at a shop together. This person may be disguising themselves as an associate or an informant, like not informant, like, but giving this person information. Like they could be disguising themselves, saying, "I'm just here to help you with your business. I don't. I'm not trying to flirt with you," but really, that's not the truth. They are trying to flirt and been flirting. There was just a level of seduction that has occurred now, and that person, your person, hasn't been the most, how do I say it, your person hasn't been the most in being defending your relationship. Like, no, you know what I mean? Your DM or DF has not, because this is on both sides, but more so the masculine has not been defending the twin flame relationship in spirit, okay? And when you haven't been defending your twin flame relationship in spirit, you send vibrations out to the universe that it's like, oh yeah, I'm considering sliding off with this third party over energy over here, aka turn into a karmic. Okay? Because that's all that what happens. After that third party interference comes in and gets you off track, then now you have opened up a karmic cycle. So now guess what? You are getting ready to reap what you sow. You're getting ready to sow. You're getting ready to reap those seeds that you sown with that karmic energy. Okay, and it's going to turn into a karmic cycle for you. So with the feminine, it's the same thing, but it's not strong. It's more like with the feminine, she's been obedient to the divine, and it's like, okay, I've been doing this. I love this person, but this person has constantly been dragging me through the mud. This person over here, you know, they've been here for me. They've comforted me in times that I needed. Maybe I should just go out and just have a drink. I mean, I did tell this person that, I don't want anything, but I could just, what's wrong with me going out and having a drink and just sitting down and listening to this person talk and just freeing my mind for a second? What's wrong with that? The divine is like, no. For the group that I'm speaking of, no, don't do it, okay? You're going to put yourself in a position you don't want to put yourself in, all right? That's for the divine femme. But for the divine mass, this person has somebody that's always been around for a minute. And it seems like with his energy, it's like he knows about his twin flame relationship, but it's kind of like he's aware that this woman has been flirting with him and sending possibly even pictures, naked pictures, all types of shit. And instead of him, putting up his boundaries and be like, no, I don't need that energy from you, he's allowing it. And so because he's allowing it, like I said, it's sending a message to the universe like, oh, okay, this is what you're doing, and you already know you got a divine femme over here, and you already know, why aren't you putting this same energy in with her? That's how they looking at it, okay? And so for some of you, the divine is like, that's why I saw those cards, the Eight of Wands, the third eye chakra, and the strength card. Like, see it for what it is and have the strength. Because some of them are gaslighting you. They're not being completely honest, okay? That's just what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and do this reading real quick. No clear audio messages today. I didn't even have time to go outside. I was listening like, do y'all want me to go get the clear audio messages first? And for some reason they was like, no, you need to do this reading right now. Like almost like it was urgent. Okay. So no clear audio messages today, which I'm not gonna lie, some of you probably don't even go through the whole video when I do the clear audio messages. And I get it that, as a human, your patience can be short. But they don't have me do those messages for anything, okay? There's a big purpose as to why they have me do those messages and then have me pull these cards after. For some of you, I would just suggest, on a day where you want to have your glass of wine and you're really relaxed in the mind, that you should actually listen to the videos all the way through. Even take some notes, I'm hearing it say, okay? Even take some notes, all right? Because it will assist you throughout your days. This Seven of Cups energy came out as I was shuffling. And the fact that I was just saying what I was saying, I couldn't deny it. Choose wisely. You see that? Seven of Cups energy is somebody who, many options are in your face. You're trying to, many energies. As I stated earlier, they come in to confuse you. And now you're confused. And a lot of times, as I was stating earlier, they look like, oh, it's better than your divine counterpart, but that's the way it's supposed to look, okay? So they're just confirming that, all right? And they're saying choose wisely, all right? Because as I've been saying in a lot of my videos, a lot of these divine masks know they're divine feminine. They know that that's their twin. And a lot of them just doing what they want to do. And my thing is, there is a video I did. There's two videos actually, but there's one in particular before we got to this new moon that the divine, it was almost like it was the beginning title for this. The beginning title. As in, this is what is being offered. What you gonna do? And some of you, listen. All right, angels. Emotional loss. Okay. All right. Some of you you're not using your strength wisely. Okay. All right. You're not using your strength. You're not using your wisdom. You're building the wrong foundations. You're not manifesting the proper things right now. Stuck. Sacrifice. Some of you are intentionally in your soul contract. Some of you are intentionally stuck for a reason. Because some of you are really confused about what decision to make for whatever reason. Some of you are confused about what decision to make because, as I was saying earlier in the video, when I was channeling the energy, between you divine mass and you feminine, it's been a lot of hurt in this connection, but at the same time, you have to change your perspective. You have to look at what you each have contributed to the hurt and the pain. And you have to look at, okay, how did I not see this from a different perspective? And I can help you understand how you possibly didn't. When you are dealing with inner child wounds and you're working out of your inner child, it is very, very easy to not see the real purpose of everything. And it is very easy to blame one another. But you've been given a new beginning. So it's like you're stuck right now because you don't know what option to take. But this option that looks all shiny and glamoury, it's not the option. It's gonna bring you this, okay? And some of you, I'm hearing, already feel like you lost your divine counterpart. So you're just kind of all over the place right now, because this also signifies all over the place energy. Some of you already feel like, you know, your divine counterpart has moved on, so you just feel like you're going to do what you want to do, okay? That's not the route to take. You notice how these cards are green for the heart chakra? The best route to take would be to be by yourself and heal your heart. All right. Okay. Some of you are not seeing properly. And if you see properly and see what's really going on, they're offering you triumph and success, Ace of Swords, new insight, clarity. Clarity so you won't feel like you're all over the place. All right. Go ahead and pull this. Some of you are all over the place, maybe. Some of you are all over the place because you've been missing signs from the divine. You've been missing signs. You haven't been paying attention. You've been distracted. That's why you all over the place. So just in the instance when I just said, you know, you have to look at your inner child, and you have to look at, you know, the things that you are missing spiritually. It's a spiritual warfare going on out here, first of all. This is about spirituality at its finest. And your divine counterparts are your spiritual partner. So if you know that, okay, and it's a spiritual war, warriors stay on their shit. Excuse my language. They don't miss nothing. Nothing. When I said this in another video, but I'm going to reiterate it. When I was looking back at the warriors and the kings and the queens, they didn't miss nothing. Hardly nothing. A lot of times, when they did miss something, they were infiltrated. You know how the infiltrate usually comes? By somebody who they thought was sent divinely to them, and it wasn't. That's usually how it happens every time. You can look into history. So I don't understand how somebody would know that, these facts, and still allow themselves to be manipulated like that. But again, the universe is funny. If you are a manipulator and a gaslighter, guess what you get back? You get back the energy of manipulation. The opposite is good at that. The opposite of light is good at that. It's supposed to happen. They're just doing their job at the end of the day. You know, they're just doing their job. So let's see. Karma's just doing its job. When you play with karma, it just does its job. All right. We got love abounds here. We got darkest fears here. We have spread your wings at the bottom of the deck. The Two of Wands. Somebody is seeing a new vision with their person, but they still have some fears. So they're still working out of those inner child wounds. Okay? Still working out of those inner child wounds. Love is being offered here too. The Ace of Cups. And you see how this eye is here? You see that? Earlier I said somebody, the third eye was in reverse. Because earlier they wasn't seeing something. Right? You see that? You see how it's blue? Someone's scared of their deep emotions for you is what I'm hearing. But the divine is saying, see it for what it is. And spread your wings. Change your perspective on this connection. Okay? There's nothing to fear here. I'm getting ready to see who has these fears. Might be a little bit of both of y'all. But let's really find out. Okay. I really need a card to fall. Oh, okay. There we go. All right. Okay. So, it's the feminine. It's the feminine. And the reason why she has these fears is because she can sense the energy of this divine masculine. Yeah. She can sense the energy of the third party. The third partiness. The third partiness. So it's like, what's funny is she senses the energy, but at the same time, she has to just keep herself grounded. And she has to just allow the divine to sit back and handle this. But she senses the energy. And because this person has done this before in the past, she's kind of like I don't even, she's kind of like, what? Like, this person knows exactly who I am, what this is, and this person is still doing this. And for some of you, that is your fear. For some of you, that is your fear, that this person is going to repeat that cycle on you again. It's going to cheat on you again. For some of you. And it's causing conflict. And it's put you in a defensive state. But this is also for some of you to keep. I'm not going to say to have your defenses high, because that's unnecessary. You know, you let the divine handle your battles. You don't have a need to handle the battles. That's not what an empress does. That's not what a queen does. A queen allows things to come to her. She don't have to fight. So a lot of you are on the defense because of this, okay? Because that is your fear. You fear that he's going to do exactly what he did to you again. And for some of you, it is putting you in this all over the place energy. That's why in the beginning of the video I channeled, some of you got people in your ear like, come on this date with me, come sit down, and you kind of like considering it. Okay, and the divine is like, no, basically. All right. Okay. because that's going to leave you out in the cold, my darling. Okay? So let me get... Why is my hands itching? They said for me to pull a card from this deck. Give me a second. Yeah, divine feminine. Some of you got some people out there pulling at your leg. And you're kind of confused about which way to go. But let me... I want to get a card from this deck. If it'll fall. Woo! Yeah. Confirm. I like you. Someone likes you. Someone's flirting. They want to date you. And the divine is like... And at the bottom of the deck, we have time with friends. Moving on. Happily single. Living in the moment. Having fun. Yeah. That's for some of you. And it's causing conflict in your divine union. I just want to tell you. All right. And because of that, there's no manifesting a new beginning right now within this energy. And some of you think you're getting away with it too, but you're not. That's why this Ten of Swords is sideways, because it's like you got an option. You can stab yourselves in the back if you want to. But this Five of Swords is upright because some of you think you're getting away with something and you're not. Just so you know. Just so you know. But this energy is also on the reverse for the Divine Mask. So let me see what else is going on here. All right. I want some more cards here. Because some of you know something. And you're standing strong. You know something about this Divine Mask. That's why you feel the need that you... It's almost like you playing some type of game. Like, you going to do the same thing. But they like, no. No. Okay. The Six of Wands came out when I said that. And I have 5, 6, 7 here. All right. This Emperor has some fears too. All right. They're making a point to bring that out. This Emperor also has some fears in regards to this connection. But he's getting ready to receive some type of tower moment in regards to this connection. All right. For some of y'all, he thinks that you have moved on with somebody else. Because that is his fear. But for some of y'all, he's getting ready to find out that he's incorrect. That's not it. For some of y'all. For others of you, you are like considering dating someone else, and the divine is like, you need to put a pause on that. Because if you choose to do that, that's on you, basically. Okay. Some of you, and this guard in the gate, usually this girl, she's scared to step out of her comfort zone. Some of you are not being scared to step out of your comfort zone. That's why this Angel of Balance is here with this card. Because you done stepped a little bit too far out of your comfort zone. Okay. For some of you feminines and masculines, you done stepped a little bit too far out of your comfort zone. And the divine is saying, bring it on back. Bring it on back. Bring it on back. Okay. You need to bring it right on back. You need to really think about what you are doing. Okay. So I'm going to clarify. Okay. That's this Divine Mask. Sorry. This Divine Mask has stepped a little bit too far out of his comfort zone. And he's done that due to some type of fear. And the fear has something to do with you. Because, as I said earlier, for some of y'all, he thinks you've already moved on with somebody else, but you haven't. Even though some of y'all are allowing like the flirting and this, that, and the third, and you've been thinking about it because of what he's done. But for some of you, that is the energy. For others of you, he's just having fears in regards to the connection in general. Okay? I want more messages. Yeah. Yep. Yep. That's exactly what it is, because they brought this Eight of Cups out in reverse, and the Eight of Cups usually signifies somebody walking away. Okay. There's going to be some type of healing coming in for this connection. And there's also going to be a new beginning. Okay. There's also going to be a new beginning here. All right. This message is specifically for the both of you. And it's so funny how they did it around Valentine's Day. All right. For this divine femme, they all seek the truth is in reverse. You see how it's in reverse? Because you already know the truth. You know this is your twin. Okay. You're hurting and you're feeling some type of way. And it's like, it's just best for you to heal your heart and not allow yourself to get caught up in energies that don't serve you. Okay. Feeling alone is in reverse here. And then we have this heart chakra at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Okay. All right. I need these to fall differently because they're just falling all over the place. This energy is all over the place. Like this choose wisely card, they picked the correct card, because I'm picking up the energy for a lot of you. There's like a mass group of femmes and mass where it's so many different scenarios. And if I dug into this, I'll be here all night. There are so many different scenarios. There are masculines that's experiencing this, like I said, people flirting with them, and them, like I said in the beginning, and them knowing about it, knowing about the connection and not putting up the boundaries. There's feminists that's experiencing this. There's some mass that are putting up their boundaries and just sitting back, while the divine femme is just out there kind of like allowing energies that don't serve her to interfere with this. Okay. It's a quite vast of energies. So with what I explained in the beginning, and what I've been explaining through this reading, you basically have to take it how it relates to you, because there are several of different energies where this is applying to, mass and femme. Okay. They made a point to bring this out. There's a Page of Cups here and a King of Wands. There's an Eight of Swords here, an Ace of Swords here sideways. Okay. Someone here is feeling, this is a whole nother energy. Someone here is feeling, someone here is kind of like young emotionally. They're a very passionate person, but they're very young emotionally. Okay. They have like a young-hearted spirit, or I don't want to say emotionally immature, but that's what it is. They're a very passionate person, but they're emotionally immature. So it's like something can set them off easily because they're emotionally immature. They don't necessarily have to have all the insight into what's going on. They can get a little bit of something and run with it, and they could possibly be incorrect because they're emotionally immature, and because they have a lot of passion. When someone's passionate about someone they love but they're emotionally immature, that can lead to impulsive energy. Okay, that can lead to impulsive energy. And this is a masculine. That's why they're bringing this out. And they brought out the heart chakra. Like I said, for some of you, instead of you roaming around with other people and allowing like interference with temptation energies, the divine is saying you need to sit alone and heal your heart chakra. Okay? And allow this insight to come through. That's why it's sideways. It's not guaranteed to come through yet because it's on you as to how you handle the situation. So I say it's different energies here. It's all types. That's why all these cards are coming out like this. All right. I want to get a card for the outcome. All right. Well, what's the outcome of this? Because this can go all types of ways with this energy. This can go all types of ways. Some of you, when you're in your survival mode too. Yeah. For some of you feminines, well, I'm not going to say feminine. This energy is for the both of you, okay? I need a card to fall out, though. All right, here we go. This seventh chakra, this is the crown chakra, okay? And then here's the temple path here. And then here's this patience card here. And then here's this this will be the magician and tarot. And then here's this door to value here. Okay. But then here's this, oh my God, it's so fucking many cards. Oh my God. There's this walking away card here too. Okay. But then there's this victory card here as well. And then there's this goddess of the moon card here. And then there's this deceit at the bottom of the deck. So it's just energy all over the place. For some of you, because this energy is just so all over the place, for some of you, somebody has attempted to do spell work. Okay. For some of you. And because for some of you, you're so fearful in regards to this connection. When someone does spell work and you're fearful, that's the only time it can have an effect on you. Okay. Give me a second. I'm hearing something. Spell work is just a temporary thing. And when you're all over the place and you have fears and doubts and you have all this negative energy going on and you're uncertain and unsure, then that's the only time spell work really can have, what's the word I'm looking for? Have an influence in your connections. That's the only time. And it's temporarily. 9 times out of 10, when a moon cycle is over or something like that, you realize like, wow, what just happened. Okay. And the divine brought out all these cards for a reason. Okay. For some of you, you are heeding the spiritual guidance and you're doing what's necessary and you're only dealing with things that serve you. And for some of you, you're not. That's why this walking away card is here. And that goes for either energy. That goes for the mass or the femme. No one right now at the moment is, for the energies that are like doing things that are not serving them. None of you at the moment right now is, you can say like, oh no, it's your fault, it's your fault. For those type of energies, for the group of you that are just kind of like doing what you want to do right now because of your fears or because of some past hurts, you're going to be putting yourself in a position where one or the both of you are going to walk away from this connection. Okay, and you're just going to hurt yourself. That's one group. For the other group, because it was nothing but positivity in these cards, okay, this is what you have coming. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Victory. This right here signifies basically the high priestess. She knows, she heeds the guidance. She's a co-creator with spirit. Patience. Magician in the mirror, the magician. Door to value. The temple path. That's for that group. That the high priestess is heeding the guidance and she's listening. This group right here that's not listening, that's why this crown chakra is in reverse. Either your DM's gonna walk away from this connection or your DF's gonna walk away from this connection. You choose. It's two different groups here. It's all several groups here, but mainly the divine is breaking it down. There's the group that's not listening, and then there's the group that's heeding the guidance. And then in those scenarios, you pick and choose who you are, because you know what you're doing. I don't know your life. You know what you're doing. And in that group that's actually heeding the guidance, they're not deceiving themselves. They're not lying to themselves. So therefore, they're not lying to others or deceiving others or manipulating others, because they're actually listening to guidance. When you don't listen to divine guidance, of course, you got to deceive others and deceive yourself, because you know what you're not doing. You know the warnings that you're not heeding. You know what you're taking upon yourself to do whatever you want to do. And so when you put out the energy of deceit with the universe, you basically get it right back. And that's who you become. Okay? But for the group that's not doing that, this is you. All right? That is a lot. So it's interesting that this reading came out like this right before the day that they call Valentine's Day, that people celebrate. It's so interesting. Okay? Just a bunch of confusion. All right? So I hope you DMs and DFs are out there making the right choices for your future. Most importantly, for your spiritual journey, for your soul and your spirit. Okay? You don't want to look and another cycle passes and you realize what you've created. Okay? Because you got to look at yourself. Don't deceive yourself. You know what you're doing. All right? If you got people out there that you know that's not your divine partner and they flirting with you and you feeding into it, you know what you're doing. All right? You know how to just cut it right there and be like, I ain't here for that. But if you feed into it, you know what you're doing. So don't act like you don't know. All right? Just because you may not necessarily might have had sex yet, or whatever the case may be, talking, flirting, all the little compliments, pictures, the hey, what you doing, big heads, what you doing leads up to that. You know how this goes. You were in elementary school, however y'all done what you did. So you already know. So that's a divine's message to you. Choose wisely. All right? Don't be all over the place. Seek guidance if you're confused. If you're confused, do not lean on your own understanding. Ask, okay? And you shall receive, because some of you not doing that, all right? Deuces. Love, light, peace. Love you. And again, thank you for my new subscribers. Thank you for the people that have donated to my channel. I really, 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 really appreciate it. May abundance of blessings come upon you, and may you keep an abundant heart.
I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Turn this room, turn it to an ocean. Let me float around.